Good morning dear students. Today in this recording we are going to understand about composition. Okay. Simply in simple words we can say essay writing. Okay. Here we are going to study about how to write essays in our exams. Okay. So let me tell you first of all there are 20 marks for essay writing. Okay, and this is the only question which alone contains 20 marks. Okay, one question for 20 marks, so you can see that it is very important. Second thing, there will be 5 options out of which you have to choose any one and you have to write about that. Okay, and the other most important thing, that is the soul of writing good essay. And what is it? Extensive reading. Okay, the prerequisite for writing a good composition is extensive reading. Okay, that means as much as you read. Okay, or in other words you can say that the more you read the more beautiful your essay would be. Okay, so for this I suggest everyone, those who are watching this video, please at least spend half an hour, though it is very less, but for starting you may use this time. Okay, like use at least half an hour per day for reading, whether you read newspaper, okay, or you read any article on the net, okay, or any other book if you have. Okay, so at least read half an hour per day. That will improve your composition. Okay, it will help you in making vocabulary as well as in other manners, that you may also learn how to frame good sentences. Okay, how the language works or how the grammatical rules works there. Okay, so if you read daily, I am giving you guarantee that you will get a good knowledge how to write a composition. Okay, let me tell you other important thing, that writing a good composition is equal to creating a good piece of art. Okay, in other words we can say writing composition is a piece of art. Okay, as you see, any good artist improves his art by practicing it. Okay, in the same way, if you want to write a good composition you need to practice. Okay, and you need to refine your art, or you need to refine your composition. While how you can do this? You can do this by writing different kinds of essays. As you know, there are different kinds of essays, like descriptive essay. Okay, descriptive essay, or narrative essay, or factual essay, or we can say argumentative essay, है ना. So there are different kinds of essay. If you want to refine your art, or if you want to improve your composition, you have to write different kinds of essay. That's why you are given 5 options in your exam. Okay, there will be different types of essay in the 5 categories. So what I want to say is, you have to know about different kinds of essay and their methodology. I will try to teach you the methodology as well. Okay, now let me tell you, there are 4 basic rules or 4 basic principles for writing a good composition. Okay, and what are these? They are written in front of you. Like, first of all, write to a plan. Second, ensure line of continuity throughout the composition. Third, avoid, what you have to avoid? Use of high flown language. There is no need to use high flown language. And fourth one is, a good introduction and conclusion is very essential. Okay, they are very essential. Okay, very essential means most important thing of your essay. Okay, because any examiner, okay, when he tries to correct your essay, or when he tries to check your essay, first of all what he sees your introduction, then a little bit body, then he comes to conclusion. That means these two things must be very carefully written. Okay, and now I will tell you these 4 points in detail. Okay, so let's come to the point number 1. the first basic rules for good composition is write to a plan. Okay, and in this the first thing comes choosing that topic. Okay, now you have to choose the topic wisely. What does it mean? It means that you choose the topic with which you are familiar. Okay, familiar. Your topic should be anything about which you are familiar. That means you know the topic, you know the topic, you have already gone through it, you have listened very most of the times. Okay, so choose any topic with which you are familiar. Second thing in choosing the topic is you should choose the topic about which you have enough matter. Okay, choose the topic about which you have enough matter. Do not choose any topic about which you do not have matter what you are going to write, है ना. So that means you should choose any topic about which you have enough matter. Third thing that you should remember while choosing the topic is you should be having a interest. Okay, choose the topic in which you have interest. Okay, interest will help you to generate ideas about that. Okay, and you can write easily. Then last thing what you should remember while choosing the topic, you should remember that choose the topic where you can show originality. Okay, originality, what does it mean? That means you are writing to any topic where you can show the real situations, where you can show your experience. Okay, so the more original your essay, the more beautiful it would be. Okay, so this is the first point in write to a plan. Okay, so in write to a plan what you have gone through, you have gone through like you are choosing a topic about which you are familiar, you have enough matter, in which you have interest, and in which you can show originality. Now let me tell you what are the other things in write to a plan. That is the first basic rule. In it you have to arrange your ideas in a proper and orderly sequence. Okay, arrange your ideas in a proper and orderly sequence. That means if you are going to write any essay or any composition, your ideas or your sentences should be in a proper order. Okay, they should be connected to each other. Okay, and if you are going to write composition, you should write in the paragraph wise. Use at least 4 or 5 paragraphs for your composition. Okay, there you have to write about 300 to 350 words. Okay, so my suggestion is you should write around 325 to 340. That's enough. Okay, so you should write in such words. Okay, and it will take not more than 3 pages. Okay, if you are writing is leaving a great space between the words. Okay, so it will not take more than 3 pages, page 1, page 2 and page 3. Even some students may take 2.5 pages depending on their handwriting. Okay, so what I was telling you, that arrange your ideas in a proper and orderly sequence. The one thing comes in after another, and the other thing, it shouldn't be come to the first. That means it should be in a proper order. Okay, second thing here, when you are writing in a paragraph wise, there will be 4 or 5 paragraphs, you have 6, 7 paragraphs, whatever number of the paragraphs would be. In paragraph there are 1 or 2 main sentences. In any paragraph there are only 1 and 2 main sentences, and remaining, what is the remaining? Remaining is nothing but expansion of that idea, which you will show in first in 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, the further or the rest of the paragraph will be an expansion of that. Okay, then weave your sentences. Okay, or arrange your sentences in such a way that they flow smoothly and are linked to one another. Okay, suppose that you are using 5 paragraphs, then you should write in a way that they should be interlinked with each other. Okay, or if you are writing in a simple paragraph, okay, the sentence should be interlinked with each other. They should not be like in one sentence you are talking about the population of India, in the other sentence you are talking about some technology or anything. Okay, that means they should be interlinked to one another. Okay, then you have to use some linking words. Okay, there are certain linking words which you can use. Okay, like linking words are like your afterwards, however, furthermore, notwithstanding, consequently. These are the some linking words you should use while writing your composition. It is also called linkers. Okay, the second point is ensure line of continuity throughout the composition. I have already told you in point number first. How will you ensure line of continuity? You will ensure line of continuity by using linkers. Okay, linkers. What are linkers? So linkers are like linking words. For example, some linking words I am going to write on the board are like consequently, consequently, okay, consequently. Then another however, however, afterwards, afterwards, okay, moreover, moreover, nevertheless, nevertheless, etc. So there are a number of linkers, okay, or linking words that you can use while writing essay, and it will help you in ensuring the line of continuity throughout the composition. Second thing you should remember in this point is whatever you are writing through sentences, you should at the time of writing you should also keep this in your mind that you have to write in such a way that they should be interlinked with each other. Okay, not always you are going to use these words, okay, but sometimes the sense of the sentences should be interlinked with each other. Okay, this will help you in second point or in the second basic rule of good composition. Now let's come to the third point, and this is avoid use of high flown language. What does it mean? It means while writing a composition you should not use very big or difficult words. Okay, or you are using a word that is not known to anyone except you. So while writing composition, and it is the attribute of good composition that you are avoiding the high flown language, you are using your own language which you speak day to day. Okay, it will impress the examiner, and he or she will give you good marks because they know that you are using your old words, you are not copying from any book or anywhere. Okay, so for this purpose what you should do, you should practice a lot. Okay, and you should always use your own words. Okay, while either you are writing composition or you are writing answers of the comprehension passage, in that place it is very important. Okay, and you may get punishment, or you may get punished in the form of deduction of numbers in composition as well as comprehension if you are using high flown language. Okay, if you are using bookish words. Okay, so avoid these things and you should use simple words and in simple English. Okay, next one more thing I should tell you in this, that use use variety of sentences, variety of sentences while writing composition. Do not use a very simple and monotonous sentences. Okay, use simple English, simple words, but do not use simple sentences everywhere. Okay, sometimes you can use complex sentence, sometimes you can use compound sentence. Okay, so you can use variety of sentences and it will impact the examiner. Let me give you an example. There is a sentence, he went to sleep after returning home from office. This is one way of expressing this sentence. In another way, you can use, on returning home from office he went to sleep. Okay, or you can use in another way like, having returned from office he went to sleep. Okay, so in this way you can use variety of sentences in your composition, and this is the this is the third basic rule for good composition. Now let's come to the fourth and last point for good composition, and it is the most important, it is the most important part of your good composition, as I tell you earlier in the beginning of this recording. Okay, so a good introduction and good conclusion are an essential prerequisite. Okay, this is the place where maximum students achieve more marks, because this is the place on which the examiner shows his interest to read. Okay, it will he or she will start reading to your introduction, then a little bit your body, and lastly conclusion. They will focus on your introduction and conclusion. So this portion of your composition should be very attractive, very interesting. Okay, and it should be it should be in the form like it will help you get good marks. Okay, so there are some basic rules for writing a good introduction and conclusion. Let me tell you one by one. Okay, so the first thing, what should you use? You should begin or end with a quotation. Okay, you should begin or end with a quotation, है ना. Quotation, you know about the quotation, like the words of great authors and read or thinkers. Okay, so there let me give you an example. In as Mahatma Gandhi has said, if you want to change the world, bring that change in yourself, है ना. So this is a quotation of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so you should start your essay with a quotation and it will impress the examiner. Okay, in the same way you can end your composition with a quotation. Okay, and you should also remember that it is relevant and appropriate to the subject. Okay, it should not be any quotation you are using anywhere. Okay, so first thing that you should remember while writing a good composition is your use quotations. Okay, second thing, you can start or end your composition by posting a question. Okay, you can start your composition by posting a question or posing a question. First of all, you ask a question. Okay, suppose that you are going to write about what we can say, the habit of smoking. You are going to going to write about the habit of smoking in this essay. Okay, in such type of essay you can start with a question, and the question should be like, why the government is allowing cigarette companies or tobacco companies to manufacture cigarettes. Okay, question mark. Then you can start writing, giving your logics and reasons. Okay, so this is another way in which you can write a introduction, or you can even end with a question. Next thing, that you can start or you can finish your essay using a factual statement. Okay, factual statement. Okay, so in the very beginning of your composition, you may mention any statement. Okay, about, suppose that you are going to write about the population of the country, so you can make a factual statement like this: India is the second highest populated country in the world. Okay, then you can go ahead. Okay, so I am just giving an example. You can use a different factual statement, but what you have to remember, it should be relevant to your composition. You cannot use any statement of anyone in any place. It should, the condition is must be according to your essay. Okay. Next thing, you can start your composition with defining, or by defining the problem. Okay, you are going to write any essay. Okay, and in this in the first paragraph of the essay, you are going to define any problem. Okay, define the problem and then give your suggestions. Okay, or you can go further with it. Okay, next thing, you can start your essay with an anecdote. What is this anecdote? I think most of you haven't heard this word till now. Okay, anecdote. And you can start your essay with anecdote, and anecdote means, suppose that you are going to write about anything and there is something about that thing already present. Okay, or there is a short story about that thing is in 3 or 4 sentences, or 5 sentences. Before going to your main point, before writing to your main essay, you can write an anecdote, that is a short information about anything. Okay, that is already presented, already present, and about which everyone knows. So that is called anecdote. So in this way you can write a good introduction and good conclusion. Okay,